Hello there, it is your boy Big D, coming at you with a reaction video. It's been over a year since I last done one of these, and this is one I've been putting off for a while because this is more of a Halloween October-based one, and it was done 8 months ago. If it was done on October of last year, I would have reacted to it then, but just sit back and enjoy. Alrighty then. This is a video called Top 10 Ghosts in Video Games by my man Fawful's Minion. He's one of the few gamer channels that I fucks with regularly. I was going to do a reaction to his top 7 Pokemon generations a little while back, but I just never got around to it. I'm just busy most of the time. And by the way, if you hear a squawking bastard in the background, sorry about that. There's nothing I can do about it. It's a small price I pay for recording out in the woods. I mean, it is what it is. I'll try not to talk too much during this, but I'll see what I can do. And I'll make sure this window right here isn't too much in the way of anything. But I'll leave the link to the original video down in the description box. It's just a gesture. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get into it.
Please consider supporting the not-so-great Fawful's Minion on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link down in the description.
Love his humor. Danny Phantom.
Welcome again to
Love that
Road
show.
to Remastery. I seem to die a lot, don't I? Here one day, gone another, scarcely seen, but always there. Didn't call myself the ghost of countdowns past for nothing, son. Remaster number 9 getting deep right away. Out comes a storm of tricks for my favorite bunch of fricks. Follow closely as I propose a toast to the world of Ghost, as the demonic neighbors of aliens, the phantasmic forces of supernature entice the common one's core all the same, if not more. Ghosts generate bottomless awe from their believers, and even honorable disquiet from skeptics. As always, my subjects-to-be come packing complex credentials, but it shouldn't be hard to follow. You know ghosties, so leave the rest to your hostie. Proton packs ready? I am onward!
Bars! Alright, here's number 10.
Passion is the Nolan's Batman to productivity's TTG Robin. Oh gee, who do I pick? The relevance of being first in line loses harder than knife versus gun once you factor in the will to love. Creators of Ghosts know this like the back of their crack. Even something as whack as turning annoying into entertaining won't stop an excitable someone in their typical mischievous ghoul.
Oh, wait. It's you.
Oh man, where has this character been all my life? The hat arrives on time, only for it to join in on my bow to the most entertaining aberration I ever done saw. Snatcher is the Robin Williams of the paranormal realm, a makeshift heap of masterful yucks, all the while a deity of
sick-ass
professional
graphics.
charm and amusement. The specter of Subcon Forest touts the fully realized character potential of Paper Mario 2's Black Chest Demon in tandem with classical deeds of
Mario's always got good
humankind.
ghosts.
You know, I don't condone selling your soul to insidious, wisecracking shadows, but it got me this 5-star ham dinner, so y'all have fun. How could you not? Snatcher's grandstanding as this all-joking sower of both kinds of stitches is compounded well by the fun fact that he's also creepy and threatening. His passion for mischief and quality quips is extremely contagious. The coughing and wheezing brought about by the violent laughing fits he curses me with, that's the good kind of chest pain.
But our last mailman has gone. You'll have to do. You're probably waiting for me to turn blue, aren't you?
From boo to whoo, I tells ya, is not too
Pretty
often.
sick-ass voice. I
Ghost
wonder who his
makes
voice
me
actor was.
unironically laugh, much less as consistently as this, and still keeping with that sense of power, fascination, and intimidation his kind wears like a crown. Hide your kids. Hide your life.
He looks better with the orange rather than the yellow. I wonder who 999
Ever
is.
feel as though you're being watched, Paranoia is only 3 letters away from paranormal. So perhaps the eye-opening link between each could be considered a trust exercise among instincts. That sickening urge to watch your 6 in the midst of silence. Could it be a ghost? Only a demonic drifter from the dimension of the dead could hone that fear into a superpower.
Phantom Ganon from Ocarina of Time.
Living in the shadows takes you places where knowledge sleeps and disasters breed. Many a 90s connoisseur call it the Forest Temple. I have excellent reason to claim this vault of hushed misery, even scarier than the Shadow Temple, and its name is Phantom Ganon. I'm kinda hoping I'm not alone here, but the cryptic, ethereal afterimage of the great and powerful Gerudo King gets to me more than the man himself. Even though it's carried as a mere copy of Ganondorf, why doesn't it feel like that? I could never pin down why, but I've always sensed a lot of disquiet in this master of the forest. Yeah, the easy answer is, it's just another goon for Ganondorf, but that conclusion just doesn't feel right. Awesome battle in Ocarina of Time and hypnotic design in Wind Waker aside, why is it in the forest? Why is it the first boss we fight as an adult? And then it hit me. The Phantom is a manifestation of Link's great fears, facing Ganondorf, leaving his home, even growing up. No wonder why I freak out walking through this temple. It watches, follows.
Yeah, his original design is scarier looking.
Little boy, it wants you to stay, and only through courage can it be slain. You people are brilliant!
Number 8.
Reality and fiction are growing closer with each day, to the point where I honestly believe they're the same thing, mere lifetimes apart. The list of impossibilities shrinks and shrinks. Meanwhile, death just keeps getting stronger, destroying life, twisting how we perceive it. For even when we're finally gone, the sorrow still remains.
The sorrow.
There was no way this could have passed the list by. With how often ghosts are positively celebrated for their gifted design and weird powers, it can be a touch difficult to interpret the reality.
Not that familiar with the Metal Gear series. Oh, I know it, but I just don't. I never played it as much.
Gear's somber specter. You know, this is why I don't have a nose anymore. Way too many hits slammed down on it with megaton force. The sorrow is not sorry for doing so, and after all the poor guy's been through, he has no right to be. The tale of the Cobra Unit, spirit medium
the fucking blood leaking out his eye.
To sit through for the right reasons.
I'll give a lot of people nightmares.
Served in the special forces during World War II as a whisperer of the supernatural, being a lamenter of war's tragic bloodshed. The sorrow could use the power and knowledge of fallen spirits to aid him in combat. Those he prematurely joined after an abduction of his son by the philosophers pressured him into self-sacrifice via gunshot through the eye, to which he requested his lover,
no wonder it bleeds out,
Cobra, to carry out for the safety of his flesh and blood. That'll definitely make it hard to sleep in the afterlife, through hearing his story and witnessing his fate. Most moments spent with the sorrow are of devastating silence. He now lies in limbo as a spirit, with only the tragic memories of what could have been, and what actually happened. It's all he, and many other ghosts, has to look forward to. Somebody just give him some flowers.
It's leaking all the way down his face now.
Favorably facing off with what you're least prepared for is a mark of extraordinarily dumb luck. Those that survive like to call it bravery. As the deathless arch-foe to bravery, ghosts are unrivaled in weaponizing mystery. Do you know how scary it is to have to fight something you can't understand, can't touch, can't see? Oh, I can't fight. Bag no, rock no, bait no, run yes.
Nope, you're fucked. Water Wraith.
Hey, Pikmin, can you stop being brilliant for once? Smart's code for piss
Never
your
fancied
pants
the
in
Pikmin
many
series.
stretches of logic, and your freaky blobs keep eating my mind. Now I can't tell stop apart from, oh yes, freaky blob daddy. I take it fans of the Water Wraith are of the mini pocket variety, because there's literally nothing the fluidic fiend of the submerged castle does better than making us feel puny and pathetic. Like the very best of campfire ghost stories, the Water Wraith traps our imagination in an abyssal prison, exercising our oldest fears of vulnerability and
Stupid bird not shutting the fuck up.
like an abusive
Sorry
murdery
about
gym
that.
coach, demanding 40 laps under the perplexing pool, and to drop dead and give him 20. Pikmin per floor. The combination of invincible, insta-kill, and decently intelligent AI makes the inevitable rampage of this ghoul something every Pikmin fan loves to immortalize through the frenzied passion triggered by their traumatic encounters. The classic mark of
Ghosts
a good
underwater are
monster,
definitely
setting
scary.
aside the creepy idea that
They're
it's
scarier in the
likely
water,
transitional
most definitely.
form between
Ah!
Gulix and Plasm Wraith,
Look at
the color the game
look at that
paints
thing.
the Water Wraith in is of sheer terror, with its physical being anchored in an unperceivable dimension. You can see it, you can hear it, you can feel it, but you can't grasp it. As if your reflection in a puddle is hunting
Camouflages
you
in
from
with the
other
sea.
side, puppeting a driverless tank to squish you with
Ugh.
non-stop. It's like that movie, Phantom of the Stopya. Stop you from having fun.
I've not been able to guess too many of
If you
these.
could be guaranteed an answer to only one question, what would you ask? Well, me, I'd ask about what happens after death. Those that have gone through it are hard to reach, so this proverbial itch is realistically impossible to scratch.
Ragnos?
Do we disappear, reincarnate, or wander unseen with the living world as our silent prison? No, it's just a power-up.
Soul bosses.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You got anything stronger than stronger?
So Kirby has a ghost power-up.
Kirby's contorted affinity for the dark and supernal is
Kirby's had damn near every power-up in existence. He's even had a UFO one once.
Not a word Dreamland takes lightly. The timely death of the villain of the hour sparks a horrific ripple in the balance of power, transforming what's already a monumental menace into one of the soul bosses.
Aw,
The most
man.
powerful ghosts in gaming. Takes a bit of thought to call them ghosts, but yes, they are.
He's freaky
I
looking.
find the soul bosses immensely appealing for their disquieting profile.
I thought that fucking eyeball in one of the 90s Kirby games was freaky enough.
Many of them, such as Sectonia and Stardream, are considered non-canon, and even simple recolors. Their presence still brings up fascinating ideas, while Magalore, Marx, and Drossia depict the horrific consequences of ultimate power, cosmic deformity, and a forfeited existence as their own spirit is threaded across a bed of needles, as if an
Its
evil
death face is
force
freaky looking in
revived
itself.
a monster the soul put to sleep, whereas vague forms like Void and Stardream could be alluding to the figurative soul, the heart, the core, the true
The original
center.
eyeball
Yeah,
with
maybe I'm
wings
just
that
stuffing
cried
my mouths
blood.
with words I wanna hear,
Blood
but
crystals
the
was scary
creepy
enough.
moniker and awe-inspiring display of otherworldly strength steer me in a confident direction. So, I ask again, is this what happens when we die? Are we just raw power for the universe to keep?
Wouldn't surprise
Scary
me.
thought.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Just because it's not all there is to you, the past you descend from can always come back to haunt you. I take a broad approach to the supernatural. Just like people, they're respectfully deep. But to many, ghosts can't be seen as anything but terrifying. Dare I press onward? Well, I ain't scared of no ghosts. But, Yeah, no. Cut! This is a fat no. Hey, I said cut! Across my throat if you have to. Let me be a ghost! Oh, need this! Cripes.
The ones that come out of nowhere are always going to be the
I personally don't
scariest.
enjoy ghosts for their fear factor. That's more of a hot little bonus. But when that's all you've got, suppose the respect
Sith
just
eyes,
rolls
though.
in by itself. I don't like Alma Wade. I mean, I like her. Obvious is number 5 on the list. But yeah, I don't like her. Ask why and you die. The central antagonist of the Fear series, rip my nose. This bitchy biatch is like smushing Carrie and that girl from The Ring together.
The goddamn...
Sandwich. Born a psychic, Alma was ruthlessly experimented on at a young age. Extreme hatred and malice that followed her into the afterlife, entering it at a tragic
the blurry background, and then she teleports right in your face.
Yeah, she was also forced to give birth to more psychic humans at 15 years old.
Christ!
Yes, one of them's Ness. Disturbing background as it is, and that certainly rams in just how scary this chick is. Through haunting storytelling and twisted visual design, how
blurry
Alma
background,
looks, sounds, and acts is like that of a traumatic hallucination. Her intense hatred brings death and calamity on countless others, like a regular Bloody Mary. True, her scary shtick is actually pretty traditional for a ghost, especially those in modern film. But if something's effective, it's effective. I cringe to the point of wrinkling.
Oh yeah.
How far they take it. Yeah, just go ahead and rate me. I won't mind. One quality of ghosts that cannot be undersold is their talent for turning oddities into inexact science. When you no longer deal business in the cold, boring cesspool that is IRL,
is he next?
Who needs the stupid laws?
I know he wasn't the old one.
Anybody who teaches their daisies how to do push-ups is promised a form without limits. Any shape, any size, whatever. Hey, Mr. Fantoon, I like your style.
Fantoon, I kind of could have guessed it was going to be something from Metroid.
You just gotta say, why not? Even in a series where logic and clever planning kills, a nice, calming round of pin the coke on the nostril can do wonders. Cosmic Ghost Octopus? Cosmic Ghost Octopus. Well, okay then. Metroid's Fantoon takes the word weird, renovates it, flips it for double the value, and then blows it up. It's an alien ghost. Who the Batman is both an alien and a ghost.
Especially
like
one that can actually touch the world around it.
To be both. 2 tentacles up. For pride. This is a long way from dots on a bedsheet. The image of a cycloptic, ethereal space kraken with a toothy monster jaw for an eyelid looks a lot less silly than it sounds on paper. On top of being
the remakes one looks way too over the top. The original one looks more ghostly.
Something about Fantoon's vague presence is unsettling. What does it want? Why is it even here? Is it with the space pirates? Or is it a secret evil that watches over? You'd think a spectral monster that can conjure fiery eyeballs, severed floating hands, dark vortexes in the floor, and phase in and out of reality with the literal blink of an eye would be more high profile. It's really not. At all, and that oozes the haunting, spooky
Nor should it be.
aura of a good ghost. Just like a phantom, it materializes just outside the line of focus, only to vanish the next moment. A blurry specter that forces a double take, with you frightfully unaware of whether it means more or you're going crazy. Spoilers, I am. But Mr. Crazy loves him some nutty stuff.
Almost, alright, 3 already.
What must one do to become immortal? Sell your soul? Take a piss in the fountain of youth? 69 Azernius? All great answers, but try to be memorable instead. Ghosts typify a concept gripping beyond all belief. Eternal memory. So long as you're remembered, fondly or poorly, your disembodied being will effortlessly transcend all understanding. Oh, boys!
The Ghost Gang from Pac-Man?
And girl, thank you, inclusive Iwatani.
The
And
classics.
one isn't enough for Mr. Toru. Another 8 muchos gracias heading your way. For none of the other entries listed could have ever stepped out of the shadow without your 4 dastardly darlings. The ragtag band of chromatic quadruplets, the Ghost Gang. Bless this list for their sheer magnitude of simplistic charm and lucrative, iconic value. The man and madam of 10 billion quarters know the definition of restless spirits all too well. Blinky, Inky, Pinky, and Clyde represent the ghostly realm in both classical and unusual ways, donning an endearingly simple kindergarten doodle design and intimidating players through their aggressive immortality has helped spread the flagship appeal of ghosts all throughout video games, to the point of being renowned as the prototype. And yet, they still remain special through their trademark quirks and famously calculated AI. Blinky leads with flaming hostility, directly
One of the
chasing
hardest
Pac-Man
bosses in
at
history,
all
right there.
costs, and personally driving me up the salted barbed wire wall sack
Oh,
first.
I remember that
Whereas Iggy
video.
and Pinky are sneakier, aiming to ambush him face to face for a big fat stalkery kiss in Pinky's case. I'm swallowing balls for my wife and kid, lady. Go bark up Spooky's tree. Oh, and Clyde. Yeah, Clyde does whatever he wants. Over
Clyde
38
Frog.
years later, they still prove to
Not
be
so clever.
excellent video game ghosts. Cliches told them to be white, and they stood for color. Mad respect. It pays good pain and
I
suffering
could guess by that
money to
music that a
examine
Pokemon's
just
gonna be
how
next.
Some people pick. What's their drive? What do they really want? Imagine the payout and assessment of a mind departed for the dearly would bring. I smell cash. Pack it in, boys. Retirements come 40 years early. Time for your weekly scarapy, Mr.
Bayonet?
You know the thing about games? They're kinda...
The abandoned doll.
For playing around, something even John Kramer would say no to. Play sessions with Hoen's inimical imp of insanity fall on ears deafened by disfigured
Just saying he sucks in
screams.
competitive.
While it's regular song and dance for ghost-type Pokemon to veil themselves in gloom and distress, Gen 3's Resident Ghoul puts even the dingiest dark types in the unemployment line. Ain't he a doll? This mon doesn't poke. It stabs. You think dying and living on as a lump of sand or tree stump is dark? Bayonet is not only a canonically evil Pokemon, its entire existence centers on spiritual torture. Once a beloved plushie, its imminent disposal awakened a vengeful force within, animating
Yeah, that's
one
nightmare fuel in
child's
itself.
disowned toy into a predatory shadow bent on grudge-fueled murder. Toy Story 4 is looking great. I can't believe what I'm
Its Mega
hearing.
is even
There's
creepier.
An actual Pokemon made solely to kill and or torture a kid out of revenge. Never mind how creepy it already looks and how macabre the background is. Bayonet's a straight-up sicko. Even worse, it's a sadist, generating immense spectral energy for its curses by sticking itself with sharp pins. A self-maiming voodoo doll. Comforting. So are we to believe its Mega is like some sick fetish fulfillment? It clearly gets off to pain. Tear open the scars and let the hate flow through you. Resto and Pesto, the youngster Joeys of the world.
It's just a shame he sucks in battle, especially in competitive.
It's great to settle down sometimes, breaking the metaphysical limits of just how complex, hype, and
Wonder who number one is.
freaktastically foobar things can get. It's all fun stuff, but it's the simplest joys we all can afford that soldier me on through. Ethereal krakens, vindicative plushies, ectoplasmic cataclysms, shadows of enigma, and every single one lost to a big happy family. I hate this channel.
The portrait ghost from Luigi's Mansion.
Mr. Cop, I told you you'd never take me alive. Now out. I've got housework to do. Accept my apology, Boo and Cappy fans. I'm eternally haunted by spellbound loyalty. In all my years of accolading Green Mario's big fat dusty house, its
Green Mario.
finest displays of art have frequently slunked deep under my radar. Enough is enough. The portrait ghosts finally have the floor. Luigi's Mansion's broad respect for atmosphere and charisma gave
I think they're what
Deth
single-handedly
to a
makes that
remarkable
mansion
set of
scary.
spirits.
Forget the booze.
The game's host of
The booze are just
20-plus
there.
boss figures were modeled after a high-class, old-world family that forever calls the titular mansion home. It's an immersive slice of world-building to observe their personality and how each of them fit within the household. From the astute man of the house, the crazy uncles, wacky butler, reserved grouchy snobs, modest elders,
Ugh.
skilly kids, the family dog, the one weirdo that just exists. Every last member oozes charm.
Even
and
a fucking
diversity.
fortune
I just
teller?
love how homey and legit
Yeah,
the
even a
portrait
fortune
ghost
teller.
family feels. It's that special kind of comfortable modesty that both relaxes and entertains. They're weird, they're cool, they're fun.
The
They're a
ghost
pain to
ghost
is
fortune teller
their family.
is scary in
It's
itself. That alone could have
exceptional
made the
just
list.
how much life
That alone
was
could be number
brought
one.
From something so dead. Scaring is caring, and it's exactly that which had us the time of our afterlives. This is being Fawful's Minion. Keep those spirits up. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's hear those high-tier patrons. Shade 2800, Jordan Osceola, Tubazo 1989, Bradley
Crediting.
Thompson, Crazy Quill
Always good to give credit to those who
157,
donate to you.
James Ward, Diamond Ice, Skellington 977, Methtron 5000, Luke Razor, Goldsbro TSG, Thomas Drury, Madam Starfall, Spark of Dusk 777, Cole the Wren's Castle, Jurway, Sensei Spyro, Squeegee Luigi, Alfredo Jones, Green Moonlight, Jacob Dunn, Senti Espion, The Blind Guardian, Lucario Smash 246, God Falcon Dammit, Seppi 90, Green Dragon 53, Zero Z, Solitaire Seamus, Jake Arenstom, Morgan Arvite, Jacob Neal, Smash Mario Pro,
That guy uses his real
2000,
name.
Roberto Del Fuego, Grandmaster Augustus, Zack Attacker, and Boss Taylor. May we meet again.
I definitely thought it was original. I definitely thought his original one was better. I think he went out of his way to add some new entries on there. None of the original entries from the original video made it on here. Yeah, he decided to add the Ghost Gang instead of Spooky. And he added the Portrait Ghost instead of the Booze, like I said before. Yeah, a ghost fortune teller alone could have made number one. A few guys that I would have added to the list are the Ghost of Mark Aragnos from Jedi Academy, the Resident Demon from Donkey Kong 64, and a couple others. No, Vlad Plasmius could not make the list because he's only half ghost. Dark Danny probably could have, but alas. I would, like I said before, I think the original video was better, but sometimes the original is better, sometimes the remake is better. Alrighty then, this has been a Big D reaction video. Hope y'all enjoyed, and until next time, no, Deth, no, please, no. No! Did you really expect one of these types of videos to not have me in it? Now, if you'll excuse me, I got more souls to reap.